1,144 consecutive days I served as a positional leader, oftentimes in membership-based nonprofit organizations. For those of you playing the home game, that's 14 years, 1 month, and 4 days, including leap years. I say that not to impress you, though, but to implore you to the possibilities of what could be in your journey and exploration of leadership. So today is about leadership. Leadership, and challenging your thinking about leadership. But it's not only leadership, it's about better than average leadership. So let's define, what is average? Average, of course, as you know, is the status quo, the norm, the generally accepted practices in a given field, at a given company, in your given career. Average can be applied to a lot of different things. So likewise, what is better than average? Better than average is simply going above the norm. Looking across the organization, across the landscape, and figure out, what is different? How can I stand out from the crowd? How can I be a big fish in a small pond? Or how can a company be a big fish in a small pond? So that's the difference between average and better than average. Let's get down to some concrete examples here. How many people flew on an airplane here today? Good portion. It's sad to say that fares in the airline industry these days. Because if you look across the airline industry as a whole, average is simple transportation from point A to point B. That's average. And anytime that you don't have to use the 2 emergency exits in the front, 2 over the wing, and 2 in the back, that's considered a good flight, right? So what is better than average in the airline industry? What was it? When they feed you. What else? When they have some entertainment. What else? When they don't take your bag away from you at the gate. I think there was a hand over there. When the baggage is free. Exactly. Isn't that a sad state of affairs when you're better than average, when you simply don't charge for checked baggage? Wow. But Southwest Airlines is a perfect example of an airline that's better than average. They don't charge you for baggage. Responsibility. That's how I define leadership. A leader is someone who's responsible. They're responsible for their actions, their inactions, and most important, their faults. You learn the lessons of leadership not through positions that you hold, not through textbooks, but through life. So we all have the potential to be a leader. Somebody who's taking responsibility. One thing that I've realized is that most people are lazy. It's just a sad state of affairs, but most people are lazy. So if you really want something, go out there and get it. Let the world know that I want to do this. I want to take on more responsibility. I want to be a manager. I want to be the president. I want to take on responsibility for this project. Because you know what? Most people are lazy. Go out there and write your own ticket. Write your own ticket. The third confession that I have for you is that leadership is a gift. Leadership is a gift. There was once a famous philosopher from Detroit who said something like, if you have one shot, one opportunity, one moment to seize everything you ever wanted, would you capture it or would you let it slip? Who was that famous philosopher? Eminem. That's right. But you know what? It makes sense. It makes sense. If you're given the awesome gift of a leadership opportunity, seize that opportunity. You've heard of carpe diem, seize the day. What about carpe opportunitas? Seize the opportunity. And then finally, empowering others. Empower others. Work where you're needed, not where you deserve. I'll say that one more time. Work where you're needed, not where you deserve. We all deserve to work with the top performers in an organization, because that's the easiest, and they're to be rewarded. But you know what? An organization is only going to be as good as the bottom performers, and they're the ones that need the most help. So work where you're needed, not where you deserve. The ninth confession of better than average leaders is that they embrace the off-season. Think about sports, you know. The off-season is the most important time in an athlete's career, because it's what they do during the off-season to make them better for the season. Right now it's the football off-season. You know, football starts up again in fall. But those athletes are still training, they're still practicing, they're putting in the hours right now to make a difference in their career and in their season next year.